Good afternoon, my dear students. Today we are talking about Dr. Faustus by Christopher Marlowe. As we have already done William Shakespeare and his comedy Twelfth Night, in this video I am talking about Christopher Marlowe, who is a contemporary of of William Shakespeare. Before going to Dr. Faustus, let's talk something about Christopher Marlowe. Christopher Marlowe's lifetime is 1564 to 1593, 3 months after before William Shakespeare. He died at the age of 29 and his death was in the mysterious circumstances. In this very short lifetime, he is considered as a great dramatist of English Renaissance period. Because of his qualities, because of his various tragedies, he is considered as a great dramatist of English Renaissance period, and he is ranked the equivalent to William Shakespeare. He is considered as a writer of the genuine tragedies and the genuine blank verse, as one who prepared the path and made the way for the advert of William Shakespeare. Various critics think that Shakespeare moved on the path of paved by the Christopher Marlowe. Now, about the author is that Marlowe illustrates the individualistic concept of tragedies. Most of his tragedies are individualistic. His characters are individual, and it is the tragedy of their tragedy. And in this tragedy, he gives the realistic touch and the tragedy of various human beings. His heroes depicts Renaissance spirit. As we know that he's a dramatist of Renaissance period, and the Renaissance spirit is depicted in Marlowe also, and even in his heroes also. What he portrays in his plays is the struggle between the overwhelming soul. It is the struggle of soul, not of the outside struggle. And moreover, it is a typical Renaissance in its intimatable ambition. Intelligent ambitions are the ambitions which they don't want to to ignore, and the limitations which seeks to overcome. There are some limitations of life, but the Renaissance hero does not want to limit his, and they wants to cross that limits and to overcome that limits, to overcome to get his desires. Now, about Marlowe's work is his first work was Tamburlaine. It was published in 1987. Then the second important work is The Tragic History of Dr. Faustus. This is his best work in which he livens the fertile, fertile poetry and the fearless imagination works wonder. It means it's a fearless imagination at the Renaissance period, as you know, that the hero who appears to be as a villain, but he hides the titanic heights of a hero. And this is found only in Marlowe's work. Then we have his play, The Jew of Malta. This is his masterpiece, and the critics says that the character of Barbus, the moneylender, dreams for the wealth, foreshadows Shakespeare's Shylock. Shakespeare's Shylock, who is a very well-known character in The Merchant of Venice, but it seems that the character of Barabbas has overshadows the Shakespeare of Shylock. Then we have Masquerade of Paris. We have Edward. It is an absurd play and not very well known. Then it's the Edward II. Edward II is Marlowe's great historical and the political play, and it is anticipating Shakespeare Richard II. His last play was Dido, Queen of Cathares. It is his last work and the unfinished work. As we have already learned that in the age of 29 he died in mysterious circumstances. His death was not clear. Now, the chief characteristics of Marlowe's drama. In this slide, we will come to know what are the chief characteristics that applies to all the dramas of Marlowe. The first one is Renaissance figures. All his heroes depict Renaissance spirits. They are Renaissance figures, as Marlowe himself has the Renaissance characteristics. Now, the Renaissance figure depicts crave for the unlimited power, unlimited wealth, and the unlimited knowledge. His heroes depicts that the unlimited power, This happens in Edward II. Unlimited wealth, that happens in Barabbas in the Jew of Malta. And the unlimited knowledge, this happens in Dr. Faustus. And all these characteristics are the characteristics of the Renaissance period, and the Renaissance heroes are depicted in that way. Then we have unbounded desire of love for the pursuit of the senses. The Renaissance figure are running after the love. They want to achieve love, but this love is not not for purity or not for the life. It is for the pursuit or pressure of the senses. They want to enjoy love. They have the desire for love. Then we have infinite longing of beauty rather than for the truth. Renaissance hero is running after the beauty. They are not running after the truth. Then the daring adventures. Renaissance heroes are fearless. They have the ability for the daring adventures, and all these characteristics are depicted in the various heroes of Marlowe's drama, as in Twelfth Night, as in Dr. Faustus, as in Jew of Malta, as in Edward II. Then the other characteristics of the Marlowe's drama is the internal conflict. Marlowe does not depict any outside conflict. Christopher Marlowe depicts internal conflict, and this conflict is the spiritual conflict and the psychological struggle that happens into the mind of the hero. In the heart of the Marlowe's hero arises hero sympathy and the sense of venerations. Now this is depicted in Dr. Faustus. There is a struggle between the good evils and the bad evils, and the struggles and the spiritual conflict, psychological conflict, and this conflict hides to that level that the readers feel sympathy towards the hero. Then there is a spiritual struggle, and the inner conflict raises hero to the titanic height. The suffering is seen in the heart and the mind of the hero, and this suffering of heart and mind arise sympathy in the readers, and they reach to the titanic height as they are heroes of the drama. Then other characteristics of the Marlowe drama is morality play. All his plays are morality plays. These are not miracle plays, because miracle plays deal with the superhuman qualities and the morality plays deals with the human nature. Most of his plays are concerned with the human nature. Then we have morals and the eternal conflict between the forces of good and the evil, and with the miseries that emancipate from the vices. His dramas depicts the morals and the conflict, eternal conflict, long-lasting conflict that does not come to an end. And these are the forces of good and evil. And due to this conflict arises the miseries, and these miseries becomes the pain for the hero. The theme is mainly humans and the earthly. That's why it's a morality play. He wants to bring out something. He wants to present a symbolic significance of his characters and the miseries of these people. So this type of plays are called morality plays, and all the Marlowe's dramas are morality plays. Now I'm coming to Dr. Faustus. Dr. Faustus is one of the best drama by Marlowe. It is one of the great play. And now we will discuss some chief characteristics of Marlowe's drama. The first one is it is a great play and the great tragedy. The tragic unity of the plays lies in the character of the hero. And who is the hero? Dr. Faustus, whose mind is a battleground between the force of curiosity and the conscience. His conscience is something, but his curiosity, his desire, his Renaissance spirit want something, and there is a conflict, and because of this conflict, his mind becomes a battlefield. This is the story of Dr. Faustus. Then the Marlowe's indisputable merit consists in the delineations with the great tragic power in the figure of great tragic hero. The way he is dealing with the life of, with the conflict, psychological conflict of the hero, lies the merits of Marlowe. And this is the merit of Dr. Faustus, and this merit makes him one of the best play of English Elizabethan period. Marlowe's Dr. Faustus, who is a scholarly and the skeptical, defiant and desperate, combines in himself the character of Renaissance adventurer. He is double, he is good at evil, he is desperate, but he is very meek character, he is very miserable, and all this makes him a Renaissance adventurer. Psychological study of this character make the play more a dramatic poem than a drama proper. Sometimes it seems that this is a long dramatic poem. It's not a drama, but this drama gives the touch and the pains and the suffering and the touches of a long dramatic poem. Then the mental conflict of Faustus is presented with a great tragic intensity, and the whispering of good and the evil gives rise to the mental turmoil of the hero. Sometimes good angels, sometimes evil angels, these appears into the bad angels appears into the drama, and this makes his characters, this makes his this drama a mental turmoil of the hero. Then the next one is the hero has alternative moods of fear. Sometimes we find Dr. Faustus into the fear, and the fear of Beelzebub, fear of Lucifer. Then we have pity, we have sympathy, we have awe, and still the final scene when the Lucifer cut out Faustus' very soul and he cries out. The ending of the play is so miserable that we feel that we rise to Dr. Faustus to the height equivalent to is Shakespeare's heroes. No doubt Dr. Faustus is a villain, but still he rises to the height of great heroes. Now the limitations of Marlowe's play is that there are some limitations, that is the unwanted minor characters. The main stress lies onto the main hero. Dr. Faustus is the main hero and the whole story revolves around him, and the minor characters seems to be unwanted. Sometimes the drama appears as a one-act play, one-man show. Only the presence of Dr. Faustus can be realized. The other character seems unwanted, undesired. So sometimes it seems that it is a one-man show. Female characters are not there. Very significant female character that can leave an impression on readers we do not find in the Marlowe's drama. Then there's a want of humor. It is tragedies, tragic scenes, lots of scenes. No doubt he wants to add humor, but this added humor seems to be absurd. So there's no healthy humor as we find in the Shakespeare's comedy. Then lack of patriotism in Renaissance spirit is depicted. So sometimes it seems that the plays are lacking patriotism. If we compare the Marlowe's characterization as compared to Shakespeare, we find that characterization is weak and shadowy. Disproportionation in dialogues are very limited. Some dialogues are given to sometimes too much dialogues are given to a single characters, and the other character seems unwanted. So dialogue disproportions is seen in the dialogues of the various characters. Thank you very much. This is all about Marlowe's Dr. Faustus. Now we will read something about this play and we will watch the movie of this drama. Thank you. I hope you understand the chief characteristics of Christopher Marlowe, chief characteristics of Marlowe's writings, and the chief characteristics of Dr. Faustus. Thank you very much. We will meet soon.